And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Philadelphia 76ers. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Sabonis. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And the dunk by Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Pritchard passes to Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Good on the bucket.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Pritchard feeling it out of it. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Pulls it up. The tray. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Maxey. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
A big man with big-time range. Good to see Embiid cash in from deep.
Sabonis sets the pick for Tatum. Down low. Sabonis, no good. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And looking back, his points per game really underscore the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Payne, he's checked in for Boston. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Edgecombe. White covering. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And Embiid throws it down.
And keeping that head on a swivel. Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dive.
And stand on defense. The Celtics content to play the percentages.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny threes, free throws, and layups. If you beat them shooting 2-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers?
Sam Hauser's checked in for Cameron Payne. And he sinks the second. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Celtics trail by 5. Brown outside. Out to the right wing. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From deep, Maxey. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for Boston. Brown inside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Vucevic checked in for Boston. And the 76ers with some changes. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. There's Brown with the 3. Sinks the triple.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Pass to Barlow. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Over Watford, and it's White missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Grimes has it in the corner. Here's Watford, goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's White. To the middle. Here's Hauser. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, that's what White's out there to do. Share the ball and make everybody better.
So it's Philadelphia now. They lead by 4. Pass to Drummond. Buries it down low. Drummond's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Brown. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
It's stolen by Vucevic. The offense coming free and easy to wrap up the first quarter. 76ers ahead. They're up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Celtics trail by 4. Sabonis is out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Gonzalez in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
Nice.
Philadelphia shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Now Grimes. Still scoreless. Back to Maxey. 5 on the clock. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Hauser bounce pass. Here's Walsh. Out to Gonzalez. Pass to Sabonis. And stolen by Drummond. To the paint. Watford, that's good. Watford's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Celtics making a change here. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
Celtics trail by 6. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. He's checked in for Andre Drummond.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, number 21, Joel Embiid.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Maxey. And that one, good. Maxey's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
At the line with 1 shot.
And Sabonis, no good on that one. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Here's Pritchard. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Shot is good in the 76ers lead. It's cut down to 3 on the bucket from Walsh.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. And they're starting off the season playing the 76ers here.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Pritchard. Covered by Watford. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Shireman. Scoreless thus far. Sabonis, no good. Watford finds Embiid with force. Embiid takes it to him.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Celtics second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
1:04 left in the first half. Richard with the ball. To the inside. Sabonis makes it off the glass. Sabonis has got 10 points in the game. The 76ers leading by 6. Lowry passes to Oubre. Inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Now here's Tatum. Still without a basket. 26 seconds left in the second quarter.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Brown with the screen on Lowry. And here's Tatum for 3. Connects from three-point range. Tatum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're picking up the shot.
Miss.
One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Looking at Philadelphia, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Celtics trail by 5. So on the floor for Philadelphia. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Philadelphia shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. And it's George missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sabonis sets the pick for Tatum. The offensive rebound. Outside White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice.
White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Dan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Well,
when it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Jason Tatum. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. The first free throw is good. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 12 in the game.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Pritchard. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And they pick up 2.
Come on.
And now a 5-point 76ers lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Oubre with
Oh,
the
what?
steal. Here's the break. Here's Maxey. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, quick work by Maxey to reel in the board and put that one back up.
Here's White. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Boston again missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Embiid. And here's Maxey. Now Oubre fires from deep. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. White inside. Basket counts. 6 points for Derek White.
I like how composed White is. Even with the contact, he stays locked in.
Pass to Edgecombe. High post Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Tim House is checked in for the Celtics. Payne comes in for Pritchard. And the 76ers with some changes. And that one falls for Tatum. And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Grimes. 1:03 left to play in the third. Barlow's shot is good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. Lets it go with the 3. Tatum drills it from distance.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Pass to Watford. Drummond the screen to the inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Tatum. He's got 8. Jacks up a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Come on.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Barlow. Aldridge looking for the opening. There's the pick. Here's Grimes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Tatum. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Garza in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. Here's Garza. Vucevic setting the pick for Tatum. Good on the triple.
Finally,
You have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Here's Maxey. Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
And it's Hauser in the corner. Tatum at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Coming onto the floor now is Celtics representing make some noise ball. Please put your hands together and welcome to center court, Celtics Entertainment.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, thank you. No good on the free throw.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
And the second free throw, good. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing here by 8. Vucevic a screen on Maxey. And here's Tatum for 3. Tatum with another miss.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Now here's Tatum. They get it back. To the paint. Here's Garza. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Maxey with it, guarded by Tatum. Here's Embiid. Vucevic pulls it down. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Oh, come on.
And now the 76ers on the break. That one goes. Count it.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He knows every possession is critical now.
Let's be fair. Keep it going. You have the camera on you. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 10. Here's Sabonis. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Well, Sabonis has been the hub of this offense and has been very effective scoring.
Now Embiid. He answers with a dunk of his own.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found it. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Pritchard. And he does not hit.
Come on, can you get my 3
Here's Edgecombe. Light covering. Oubre. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Tatum a screen. Great job by Tatum in close.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
George against Tatum. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Outside Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. No good there. Celtics trail by 10. And here is Brown. Wide outside. The three doesn't go. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Embiid. Oh, what a play inside.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And the shot goes in. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
George with the screen on Brown. Now Maxey. No good from 3. Tatum drives in. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You
First
know,
loss,
it's never
it's
going
okay.
to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Joel, you took over offensively. What went into finding that rhythm?
I thought I got the shots that I wanted, and I played into the flow of the offense, and my teammates were fouling me, so I just knocked down some shots.
Thanks, Joel.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Sabonis in at the center. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Brunson in at the point. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Shots good by Sabonis.
How about how well Sabonis uses his size there, powering right through the contact.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Knicks head coach had a few moments to share with me.
Oh, that was filthy.
The dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Guys,
that was nice.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Brown, a screen on Hart. Here's Tatum. Up again. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Brunson, here we go. Banked it in off the glass.
When he puts his head down and attacks, Brunson is deadly.
What is going on here?
About a minute and a half in. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You got to respect that mindset. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Now here's Pritchard. Sabonis with a screen on Brunson to the inside. And stolen by Brunson. Hart goes in to the middle. Here's Towns. And he gets that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Brown. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Yeah, knowing his position on the floor and expecting the ball, Tatum knew his job and executed.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. It's a three-point game. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain. Besting them in the conference semis last year.
Would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap.
Sabonis with a screen on Bridges. White, the pass to Sabonis. Can't hit from in close.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Changes here for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Mikal Bridges. Boston also changing it up. Vucevic comes in for Domantas Sabonis, and Payne is subbed in for Pritchard. We've got a minute 48 left now in the first quarter. Now Brown. Tatum, a screen on Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Brown passes to Payne. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And here's New York now. They're on a 13-4 run. Brunson is doubled. Outside Robinson.
Ooh, that was nice.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
Celtics trail by 9. And here's Tatum. Vucevic, a screen on Towns. Tatum passes to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Baseline try.
Oh, what was I doing there?
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You gotta
I was trying to dribble the ball, not shoot it.
McBride passes to Brunson. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Come on.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside White.
9?
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from McBride. Pass to Hart. And here's Brunson over Payne. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Boston with the ball. They trail by 9. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Diawara in at the 4. That's the group for New York starting the second. Here's McBride. No points so far. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Brian, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Diawara. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. New York making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Boston making a switch here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Outside Pritchard. Inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
McBride with it. Pritchard picks him up. Clarkson outside. From 18 feet away. Out to Bridges. Back to Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Takes a step back. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Clarkson missing. Celtics trail by 6. Now here's Pritchard. Still no points. To the paint. Garza's shot is good.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Clarkson. Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Domantas Sabonis on top. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
These two were a consistent presence around the rim, able to anticipate where the ball was going and just gobbling up the board.
Let's stop him here. Or play some good defense.
Boston on D. 4-point game. McBride passes to Brunson. Nice D from Pritchard. For Boston, they've gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Boston also changing it up. Jason Tatum comes in for Garza, and it's Brown in for Shireman. Sabonis, no good on that one.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by New York. There's Tatum with the 3. Oh, Tatum's triple is pure.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Outside McBride. Brunson, a screen on Brown. Back to Brunson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Brunson's got 6.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Hauser right side. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow, that was terrible, Hauser. That was terrible.
Here's Anunoby, and that one is hammered home.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
Picked by Sabonis. Tatum passes to Sabonis, and Sabonis slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's McBride. The Celtics making their last shot. Towns for 3. Boston pulls it in. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Pritchard against Brunson. They set the screen. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Robinson with the block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else. Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
Here's Brown. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Well, he's effective in that medium range area.
Brunson passes to Towns. Here's Robinson. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front. They lead by 3. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Checking out New York. They lost the first game, but that's in the rear view. Time to man up.
Well, nobody has all the answers early on. Just fix the mistakes you can and keep getting better, please.
And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
He's been very, very good in the first half. I like his aggressiveness mindset, the shot selection. He's got it working.
And as good as he's been so far, we know he can shift into a higher gear.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Domantas Sabonis has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Sabonis in at the center, filling out the middle. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Outside Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Brown. Brown against Anunoby. Brunson driving. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max, Clark.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
And Hart throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Come on.
And
Come
here's
on.
Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New
Should
York
have gone
Knicks.
in.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brunson against Pritchard. 19-footer. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 3.
What?
New York working the ball around now. Towns
Nice.
can't get it to go. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Again, the miss by Boston. New York leading by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Okay, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back to you.
Now an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. For the tie. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Tatum against Hart. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on White. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
And the free throw, no good.
Josh Hart is one of those guys who just seems to be all over the place all at the same time. I mean, he'll defend anybody, and when it comes to guards, there's nobody that rebounds it better than him.
Unable to get the ball in
bounds. That's my fault.
For a 5-second violation.
Look, in a game this tight, those little mistakes make a big difference.
Three minutes gone now in the third
Sending
quarter.
a message to my family, but
Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Rebound.
Nice.
Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brown passes to Sabonis. The shot off that time. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Hart. That one drops for him. Hart's got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Celtics trail by 4. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Tatum passes to Hauser. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here for New York. Robinson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hukporti comes in for Hart. Garza's checked in for Boston. Walsh comes in for White. Hey, 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson looks it over. Down low. Robinson.
Oh.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Come on.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now here's Brown. 36 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Shot from the top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Robinson.
No.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice setup. The offense running through Brunson.
20 seconds left in the third.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel.
Brown with it. Sabonis with a screen on Brunson. Brown passes to Sabonis. Oh, Robinson.
Oh, wow.
Here's Brunson. Brunson gets it done.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Knicks up 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Miles McBride is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Pritchard. To the inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
Now here's Clarkson from 20 feet. Towns outside. Outside McBride. Jacks up at 3. The putback. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He wants to get that miss if it happens.
Tatum from long range. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
They set the pick. Pritchard, the pass to Garza. That misses.
Oh, come on. That was terrible.
The Knicks with the lead. Back to McBride. Pass to Towns. The big man, Cat.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. Boston also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Jaylen Brown comes in for Walsh. And it's White in for Garza. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Up again, and he grabs the board.
Press on the wrong input.
They have a decent advantage.
The first time to the wrong player, and then the second time against the wrong player.
Decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Brown.
The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You got to defend him better than this.
From 10 feet out. Rebounded by Sabonis. Celtics trail by 4. Sabonis with a screen on Brunson. Now Sabonis. And it's out of bounds.
What?
They say it was last touched by Pritchard.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Here's Towns. Pritchard with a steal. Brown scanning the floor.
Hey, welcome to the channel.
Tatum, a screen on
Please
Towns.
drop a like and sub.
Brown against Hart. Releases. Anunoby there for the rebound.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Now Sabonis.
Oh, come on.
Brunson fires on the run out. Brunson
Wow.
finishes at the rim.
That's a reminder that Brunson is an effective threat off the ball as well.
Brown, a screen on Hart. Here's the pass to Brown. It's stolen by Hart. Up top, Anunoby, defended by Brown. And rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 7.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. Well, when the game's on the line, you want to give the ball to somebody that can deliver. Cue up Sabonis.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Yeah.
Pritchard against Brunson.
It's only a 5-point difference. 5-point difference.
Can't get it.
Nice.
The Celtics have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Tatum outside. Picked by Sabonis. Jacks up a 3. The triple.
Nice.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his
2
DNA
points.
for sure.
2 points. Come on.
Grant
Come
trying
on.
to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
Hart. Cash from
Wow.
downtown.
Huge points from Hart there. Never shies away from the big moment.
And right here, They can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Now Sabonis. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
Pivotal bucket from Sabonis there. This guy just continues to rise to the challenge.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Boston calls timeout. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Well, I guess I lost this one too. It's okay.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Now Sabonis. Yes, sir!
And what a leader this guy is. Sabonis demanding the ball when the game is tight.
And now they foul and stop the clock. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
And Boston calls time here. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Come on.
Outside Tatum. Sabonis with a screen on Hart. Tatum misses the three. And so it's New York winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie.
On to the next one.
Allie, what do you have?
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, and we present the player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
the NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Sabonis is out there with Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Kevin Huerter is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Now, here's Cunningham. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Pritchard. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. And he gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
Here's Pritchard. Sabonis' screen on Cunningham. Pritchard passes to Sabonis and slam dunk by Sabonis.
What you love is a big man who understands the timing of a roll. Set the screen, get to the open spot. That is beautiful basketball.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now Cunningham. Nice game out, 36 points for him. And Cunningham with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here is Cunningham. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Cunningham's shot is off. Pritchard with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Sabonis' screen on Thompson. Down low. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Duren slams it in.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Now here's Tatum. His last outing, he had 18 points. It's the mark, and he sinks the layup. Tatum's got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
It's Duren, top of the key. Pass to Cunningham. There's
Come on, come on. Oh, that was nice. But that sucks.
Needing to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Celtics. Payne comes in for Pritchard. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. The Celtics second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Celtics leading by 3. Vucevic, a screen on Herter. White dishes to Vucevic. It's rebounded by Herter. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Terrible.
The Pistons
Just terrible.
are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back to you guys.
On the run. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris outside. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Vucevic, a screen on Herter. White the pass to Vucevic. It's stolen by Duren.
Oh, what?
And we've
Oh,
got
come
a whistle.
on.
The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Robinson's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham. Now here's Tatum. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. White,
nice.
Good.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area. Just drops it in softly.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Drills the three-pointer.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
White with it. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack
Nice.
of offense, but boy, the rules promote
Good first
scoring,
quarter.
no doubt.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
The Celtics with the lead. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key. Adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. On the court for the Celtics. They've got
Terrible.
Sam Hauser is out there with
Come
excellent.
on.
And it's Walsh in at the 3 spot.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark.
Oh, I missed both. Wow.
Detroit making a switch here. Quinman's checked in. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Pass to Stewart. Now here's Jenkins. Back to Stewart. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Stewart's got his first 2 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Robinson against Gonzalez. Over Robinson. Gonzalez's shot is off.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Wow.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Austin making a switch here. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. 4th, Cade Cunningham.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Shot clock at 5. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pistons leading by 3. Holland, the pass to Stewart. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Pritchard. Nothing on the board. They grab their own miss. Pass to Garza. It's tipped.
Wow.
And here's Herter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gotta take care
Come on,
of the
let me get some points in.
If you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Kevin, back to you.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Harris comes in for Holland. for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Well, for Boston, their last game, a loss to New York. No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an
Come on.
Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
And credit Harris
5
for
points.
creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor
Come
and
on,
finding
come on.
the best option.
Brown outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pistons leading by 5. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson, high post. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
This is his first free throw of the game. Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Sam Hauser. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Pritchard. Now White, lock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice,
Derek
nice.
White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
White with the double team. Herter finds Thompson. Harris outside. Cunningham outside. Pass to Herter. Out to Harris from downtown. No good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons ahead.
4
They
seconds
lead
quarter.
by a bucket. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the
Poor
sidelines.
shooting.
Allie?
On the court now with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
And we welcome you to
Hey,
halftime.
thank you for joining in.
As the Boston Celtics
Please
are
drop a
getting
like and
everything
sub.
they can handle so far.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive,
If
not
you can.
getting to the line.
If not, it's
They're
cool.
doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw disparity. That's a difference in the game. And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. 2 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Boston trailing. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
How about Jason Tatum with a little pocket pass in the pick and roll? That's nice.
Here's Cunningham. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. A three-pointer, no good. Celtics shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting in all cylinders. Well, already so accomplished, George.
Oh, wow.
Jason Tatum. As you look at the
Hoping went over his head.
where is his place in that
Nice.
score?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
And that one drops. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
A look at Domantas Sabonis, coming off a terrific season. First in rebounding, 7th in field goal percentage, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's Harris. Yes! And the foul.
Wow.
That one on White.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised
Yeah, why
in a
not?
competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review
Oh, yeah, that's
is
a
that
foul.
when you see the slow motion.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double checking, and the game continues on.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
That's good from Harris.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Brown with the screen on Harris. Tatum passes the
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's had over his career.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
Cunningham looking it over. Thompson, high post.
No.
Thompson with the jam.
Nice.
That was nice, but no.
Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Brown with the screen on Thompson. Tatum. Detroit with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
They get it again. Here's Cunningham. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. That's 7 points for Cade Cunningham.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
For Boston, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Jenkins, he's checked in for Cunningham. Boston also with the sub. Sam Hauser's checked in for Pritchard. Second free throw, no good.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Scooped up, and Duren is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Inside, Sabonis throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point
Nice.
play.
And one.
It's on Ausar Thompson.
Well, you love the aggressiveness of Domantas Sabonis, attacking and using his size to his advantage.
The Celtics shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot.
One shot.
And Sabonis, no good on that
Terrible.
one.
Domantas Sabonis may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He conducts his business quietly, but boy, is he a force.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And Jenkins kicks to Herter. Off target with his 3. The Celtics have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Timeout.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Different look here for Detroit. Stewart's checked in for Harris. Holland comes in for Ausar Thompson. Robinson is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And a change for the Celtics. Garza's checked in. That free throw good from Brown.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come. Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Here's Holland. A three-pointer is right on target. Holland's got 7 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Round the pass to Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Sabonis has proven I am now a premier force on the offensive end. He's cooking.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. To Duren. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Sabonis with the steal. Outside Tatum. Sabonis at the elbow. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Domantas Sabonis, such a talented finisher. He's got speed, he's got length, he's got touch. That is
nice.
And the whistle blows. It's
We'll take it.
Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
For Detroit. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
It's stolen by Jenkins. Pulls up. Cunningham's shot is off. It's been all about Domantas Sabonis for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jaylen Brown. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Garza in at the power forward. And Detroit has possession. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Cunningham.
Come on.
Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. Boston trailing. Now Pritchard. To the inside. Here's Garza. No good. Shot missing.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Jenkins with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. He was all alone on that one.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
They set the pick. Pritchard passes to Brown. And they get it. Cash money. Brown with the trade.
There we go.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Jenkins. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Pass to Cunningham. That's the 3-fly. That's it, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Pistons lead.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Tatum against Harris. Sabonis sets the pick for Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
Outside Harris. Out Cunningham. Puts the move on. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. Rebounded by Thompson. Pistons leading by 4. Now Durant. He flies in for the alley-oop block.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
Tatum. And he blows the dunk. What in the world happened? Thompson with it. Picked up by Brown. Oh, that was...
Wow.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch him home like that.
Outside Tatum. Takes the three. It's good.
Jason Tatum under duress of the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside White. Sabonis sets the pick for White. Misses the three. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Now Harris. 6 to shoot. Oh, what a finish.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Sabonis' screen on Harris. Tatum! A three-pointer. Good.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Out Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. The shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
No stranger to the big moment. What a play there from Tatum.
It's Huerter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Sabonis sets the pick for Tatum. He's off from 3, and so they foul intentionally.
4 personal fouls. 13 fouls. At the line for Detroit, Cunningham. Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point
Why are we
game.
calling time out? Just let it. Let it bleed out.
Timeout call, the Celtics. They're trailing by
Finish it.
7. What's your take, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Outside Tatum. That one goes. It's Herter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Team 4.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And that's an intentional foul.
Why? Just let it go out. Oh my.
In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so it's Detroit with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both.
Man, 0-3. 0-3.
Control for the vast majority of the game.
Great way to start the season.
Whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Ellie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team?
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Doris Burke.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one.